No one is looking to ban books. The Moms for Liberty certainly isn't. So we're not advocating for banning anything. What we're talking about is curating content in a library.
This idea of a book ban in Florida, that somehow they don't want books in the library, that's a hoax.
Families' concerns about books in schools are not book banning.
You come here and you say censorship is bad, and of course it's bad. But the obvious response is, okay, you heard the books we're talking about.
To put it bluntly, books aren't being banned, and it's good that they are.
Wow, Republicans love to have their cake and also eat it, banning books and then straight up denying that that's what they're doing. Despite their protests to the contrary, book bans have been escalating at a horrifying pace. More than 3,000 books were banned in the past school year, a 33% increase from the previous year. And nearly 4,000 books have been challenged in libraries so far this year. Joining me now is the honorary chair of Banned Books Week, LeVar Burton, who many of us remember from Reading Rainbow and other amazing performances, including Roots and Star Trek: The Next Generation and so many, many, many other things. He's a 15-time Emmy winner and also has a Grammy, a Peabody, and 7 NAACP Image Awards, and I'm a super fan. So I'm going to just thank you for being here, Mr. LeVar Burton, and I would like to let you respond to Republicans being so concerned that people hate the book bans that they're trying to say they're not bans.
Well, you know what? The disingenuous nature of those sound bites that we just saw is not stunning or surprising to me, because this is what they do. And the thing that's being left out of this conversation is the idea that we want age-appropriate books in the hands of our kids. Look, I say all the time, every book is not for everybody, but there is somebody for every book. And if you want to take a book out of circulation because of its LGBTQ content, or because it represents slavery as the institution that it was, then you need to, as the old folks used to say, you might need to sit in a corner and contemplate why you think that way for a minute or more.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm going to put up a map, and this is just where the book bans have happened. And to be clear, they're not just targeting school libraries now. They're targeting libraries, which is where so many of us grew up. Public libraries. So they're essentially saying, and in some cases, it's 11 people in the state of Florida who are responsible for nearly all of the book banning requests. And Florida is responsible for 40% of the book bans. So it's a small number of people saying that no child of any age can read these books at all, anywhere.
And that's the thing. It's one thing if you want to monitor and have sway over what it is your child consumes, literature-wise or in media, but you do not have the right to take the right to read away from other kids. It's just, it's silly. And we have to resist so that they don't get to do what it is they're trying to do, which is force an agenda on us. They accuse us of having an agenda with diversity, equity, and inclusion. Well, this agenda is about censorship and mean-spiritedness and control over others. And we're not having it.
You know, so talk about what Banned Books Week is going to entail. What is the organization looking to do?
Well, on the 7th, we're having a free-to-read day, right? And the idea is just to bring attention to the issue. We're having this conversation in our country about who we are to be as a nation, and banned books and such practices are an integral part of that conversation. So awareness, we want you to know that there are things that you can do. You can, as a parent, get involved with your child's reading at the school level. You can support the school librarian. You can support the teachers that are trying to do their jobs. You can support writers and publishers and booksellers. You can buy banned books. There are myriad ways in which you can participate and be counted, stand up and be counted. The most important thing is resist. Don't go for the okie doke, Joy, is my message.
Amen.
Resist.
Amen.
Resist. Resist.
Amen. And I love hearing that, especially from you, who, I mean, for a lot of us, you know, you were a person that was a guide for a lot of us who love books and who love to read. And I will say librarians are absolutely my favorite people besides teachers. Librarians are awesome. We need to support them. They don't get paid enough to go through the hell they're being put through by a small number of small-minded people. LeVar Burton, you are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the perfect person to kick off this Banned Books Week for us. Cheers.